Now we are going to share with you how to crochet a coaster. The color we use is a retro colorways. These are the yarns we use today. We use 7th beginner yarn. It's very easy to see the stitch. The capacitor will also feel thick with this yarn. And then we're going to use 4mm crochet hook. Open your fingers, and you run the yarn around your little finger, then over the ring and middle fingers. Go around behind the index finger. Pinch the yarn with your thumb and middle finger. Make a small circle. Okay, this is how to hold the yarn. Then take the crochet hook in your right hand. Start to make a magic ring. The pattern for the first round is a double crochet stitch and a chain stitch. Repeat 8 times. Crochet through this big hole. Then hook the yarn out. And we're going to hook a chain stitch now. For beginning of each round, the first double crochet stitch is replaced by 3 chain stitches. So now we already have the first one. Let's continue to hook 2 chain stitches. And we mark this position with marker. Then we need to hook another chain stitch. And this is the first group. And let's continue with group 2, a double crochet stitch plus a chain stitch. Watch me demonstrate how to crochet a double crochet stitch. Hook the yarn and go through the big circle. Then rotate the hook to the right. Pull the yarn out of this big circle. Now there are 3 coils on the hook. Then hook the yarn from the back left through the first 2 coils. Then hook again from the left. After pulling through the left 2 coils, a double crochet stitch complete. We're going to follow a chain stitch. So group to complete. Now we move on to the third group. In total, we need 8 groups. So let's start group 4. Now we're going to tighten it up. Then it becomes a round. Hold the yarn again. Now let's complete round first with a slip stitch. We take the marker off. Let the hook go through this stitch. and pull the yarn out of this stitch. The stitch is a little small. We can rotate the hook. And out of the other stitch. Then the first lap complete. Then the second lap begins with a chain stitch. And change the color. First cut the yellow yarn. Next, on the second lap, we will use blue yarn. Then go and connect this yarn. The pattern for the second round is a double crochet stitch and a chain stitch. And again a double crochet stitch and a chain stitch. Then crochet 8 sets like this. The hole near the chain stitch is the place to start. First, let's connect the yarn first. Same way to hold the yarn. Then pull this from the first hole. Let's wrap this thread around the hook here. And now there are 2 coils on the hook. The first stitch is a double crochet stitch. We use 3 chain stitches instead of a double crochet stitches in the first stitch. Let's hook 2 more. This is used instead of a double crochet stitch. And then we hook a chain stitch. And then we're going to make the second double crochet stitch. This coaster has many colors, so we need to change yarn frequently. So there will be a lot of thread on the back. Then we're going to tell you how to make these threads invisible. Hide it at back like this. Hook them together from the next stitch. Then we hook a double crochet stitch. And then we hook a chain stitch. And this is just one set. We need 8 sets. So let's start with group 2. Hook a double crochet stitch first. And then hook a chain stitch. Continue to hook a double crochet stitch in the same big hole. Then hook a chain stitch. Okay, the second set also done. So we continue with the left 6 sets. In this way, our 8 sets finished. Then we end with a slip stick. We can also use this big hole for the slip stitch. And a chain stitch for next round. Then on the third lap, we're going to change the white yarn. Hide this thread behind the next lap later. The third and fourth laps, we all use this white yarn. The pattern for third round is 1 single crochet stitch and 1 chain stitch. This is the end of the previous lap. So let's begin here. Also consider hiding the thread. This is a single crochet stitch, and then a chain stitch. Next single crochet stitch, then a chain stitch. Keep going. This is the end of the third lap. The fourth lap starts with a chain stitch. We don't change yarn on the fourth lap. The pattern of the fourth loop is a double crochet stitch and 2 chain stitches. There are 16 groups in total. The first double crochet stitch, we still use 3 chain stitches. Already have 1, and then the second one and the third one. Then we're going to hook the 2 chain stitches. in the big hole. Then hook a double crochet stitch first. This is a double crochet stitch, and follow 2 chain stitches. Then hook another double crochet stitch in the next hole. Then hook 2 chain stitches. Then we finish all others, use the same method. We're going to close it up with a slip stitch. Then a chain stitch. And then on the next lap, we are going to use this light blue. Connect the yarn.